The Isles can't score, the Avs have no goaltender, and the Kings have a get-right game against Vegas. All that and much more from tonight's NHL action. Up first, the New York Islanders tonight lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-0. One of those Blue Jackets goals was an empty netter, so only one goal scored during actual action. But what's curious about this game is that it makes the fourth time in the first 10 games of the season that the New York Islanders have been shut out, and they are now tied for the second fewest goals scored by a team this season, one ahead of the Anaheim Ducks, who have actually played one fewer game than them, and the team they're tied with, the Edmonton Oilers. And honestly, it looks a lot worse when you consider some of the goaltenders that they got shut out by. Now Elvis Merzlikins, but they got shut out by Alex Lyon and the Detroit Red Wings a week ago, and a few days before that they got shut out by Joel Hofer, the backup for the St. Louis Blues. This Islanders team is in desperate need of some scoring help. Losing Anthony Duclair early on in the year definitely hurt them, but they just do not have anybody who can score a consistent pace. Their leading point scorer for the year is Kyle Palmieri, while the guys that you would expect to be big contributors for the Islanders like Bo Horvat, Matt Barzal, and Brock Nelson, 5 points, 5 points, and 6 points on the year. I think the Islanders are going to need to make a trade or do something to get some scoring help if they want to have a chance of being competitive this season.
Look at the much-needed rain. Thank you, God. Now turn the rainwater into wine.
Up second, the Tampa Bay Lightning absolutely pants the Colorado Avalanche tonight, whose goaltending woes showed up in a big way once again. They gave up 3 goals in the first 6 minutes of the game, essentially ending the contest before it even got started. And it was with a new goaltender tonight too. Kaapo Kähkönen got his first start for the Avalanche, coming off of a not terrible season last year with New Jersey and San Jose, but he was not any better than Georgiev or Annunen, allowing 4 goals on 20 shots. Once again, I think the Avalanche are a really talented team. The Money Puck Deserve to Win meter says that they probably should have beaten the Tampa Bay Lightning as they outplayed them for most of the game, but unfortunately it's the goaltending that is going to continue to sink them unless they can get that situation figured out. And it could be a big problem if they don't get that figured out. Just ask the Devils of last year how bad goaltending can sink your season. But I'll give credit to the Avs. They are being proactive in trying to get this sorted out. Third goaltender to start for their team this year. Hopefully they'll find somebody decent who can play in between the pipes. And also, in the spirit of Halloween, the Avs appear to be cursed with their injury luck, as Miles Wood is now out for 6 to 8 weeks with a new injury. So the Avs executives, in addition to trying to find a goaltender, might want to call up a priest to see if they can cleanse the arena of whatever evil spirits are haunting that place. Finally, third period, a big game for the LA Kings as they faced a very high-quality opponent in the Vegas Golden Knights, and they took it to Vegas, winning the game 6-3. Anze Kopitar had a 3-point night, including his 800th assist. Adrian Kempe and Kevin Fiala contributed a goal and an assist each. Warren Fogle, Alex Lafreniere, and Joel Edmondson also scored for the Kings. Big win for LA, a team I've been having a hard time pinning down this season. They've looked really good in a lot of games, but their wins have all come against pretty poor quality opponents. Buffalo, Montreal, Anaheim, San Jose, Utah were the teams that made up their first 5 wins of the season. So beating Vegas, especially just coming off of losing to San Jose the night before, is a huge deal for the LA Kings. That was my biggest question about them and why I didn't have them ranked higher in my tier lists, is that I needed to see them beat some quality teams. They now have 1 win. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say that the LA Kings are for sure going to get right and make a run towards the playoffs. I still don't have very high hopes for them, but they looked really good against a quality Vegas team, and big congrats to Kobe for his 800th apple. Few stick taps in overtime. First of all, another trade, back-to-back days with trades. We had Timothy Liljegren getting shipped to the San Jose Sharks from the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 3rd-round pick this year, a 6th-round pick next year, and Matt Benning. A really good trade for the San Jose Sharks, in my opinion. I think Liljegren is a very solid second-pairing defenseman. He's only 25. He's pretty cost-controlled. In my opinion, this is a steal for the Sharks. And meme of the night goes to this comment in the Reddit thread discussing that Sharks trade, that the Sharks win 2 games and immediately become buyers. And I, for one, welcome the San Jose Sharks' eventual cup run in 2025.